respond to being first, the other comments. While it might be funny to talk about empowering Latino Americans, not just Latinos, but Asian Americans and others throughout the country, they really do have the hope of the future of this country in their hands. As regards to employment, we can talk about quantity of jobs all day, but it's also about quality of jobs. There is a need in the interim to address the quantity of jobs. There's a lot of capital in this state. Obviously, we have a lot of green capital, transitioning to a clean energy, renewable energy economy. And one of the interesting things we're talking about entrepreneurship. And again, I think immigration, it kind of invigorating that risk-taking behavior can also stimulate it, but we're looking at ways of tapping untapped markets. Youth and entrepreneurship. The arts employ the third highest number of jobs in this state. Looking at ways of targeting kind of not creative and innovative and non-traditional ways of stimulating the advantages that we have in this state. But at the same time, we can't keep kicking the can down the road and not address fiscal responsibility. We can address job creation, but we can also address this looming debt, where in 7 to 10 years, our largest budget items will be paying down the interest on our debt. This is the problem I have with Washington, is that we get in these black-white arguments, but there needs to be a sense of creativity. Hell, I propose, what about a federal lottery, an optional tax to pay down debt? What about looking at ways for fiscal responsibility in schools? I have 100 different ideas, but we always talk about yes, no, black, white. Job creation is about entrepreneurship, it's about innovation, and that takes a sense of creativity.
Well, this is certainly the most important issue in this race or any other race for Congress. It's the most important issue in my campaign. In fact, it's not only on my website, it has its own website. It's arkansasjobsplan.com, where I've outlined a plan for the future moving forward, where Congress can help us create Arkansas jobs in 5 particular areas. It starts with workforce education. I've been a tireless advocate for our 2-year colleges while in the state legislature. More funding for more classrooms, more funding for the technology we need to train folks. It's not always about a 4-year degree. There are technical certificates where people can earn a good living. As the only small business owner in this race, someone who is an entrepreneur, someone who has created jobs and signed other people's paychecks, I know what it takes to start a business. We need to incent people to take the risk that I took. We have to do more to become part of the global economy with our exports. That's the 3rd area. We shouldn't be afraid of participating in the global economy, and we ought to answer President Obama and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce's call to double our exports over the next 5 years. The 4th area is one unique to Arkansas. We have tremendous potential to create clean energy jobs in this state through things like compressed natural gas, cellulosic ethanol, biodiesel, things we know how to make, and things that we can use to power our cars and power our homes. It's the distribution network we have to get. And then 5th and finally, infrastructure. I chaired the House Public Transportation Committee. I have dealt with these issues with the Highway Commission and with the federal department. We need more money for infrastructure, and I'll do that if I have a chance to represent you in Congress.